Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Doctor.
Good morning, Alan, and hello, everyone else. I'm Terry. Welcome to TARDIS Spider. Today, he's Curley. He's colorful. He can be coarse. And was he cheated? That's right, Colin Baker is the Sixth Doctor. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. And now, Colin Baker is the Sixth Doctor.
You're my second Sixth Doctor.
Really? There's another one?
Before season 21 comes to an end, Peter Davison will regenerate after being poisoned in the caves of the Androzani. The next Doctor, Colin Baker, with his garish costume, arrogant demeanor, and with his post-regeneration behavior ranging from bizarre to dangerous, would make the twin dilemma an uncomfortable at best experience. The lengthy gap between this and the next story would test the fandom as never before. Season 22 would return to Saturday night with a program change in length to 45 minutes. The opening story is the attack of the Cybermen. This story would confuse newer fans with its references to the past, while many would struggle with the Doctor turning a gun on the Cybermen in the climax. There will be more graphic imagery in the next story, this time involving the Doctor pushing a guard into an acid bath. In Vengeance on Barrows, Nabil Shabin is more than memorable as Syl, the slug-like alien who would revel in the televised torture of so-called criminals. In The Mark of the Rani, methods of dispatch were more unique, including a landmine which turned its victims into a tree. The Rani is joined by the Master. The Rani is another Time Lord. She has a talent for biochemistry and no regard for the victims of her experiments. Next would be the season's longest story at 3 45-minute episodes, The Two Doctors. In this story, the Second Doctor and Jamie will join the Sixth Doctor and Perry against the Sontarans and Androgams. This Robert Holmes tale was partially filmed in Spain. The Two Doctors was another story that caused the critics behind the scenes to question the level of violence in the show. This is also when JNT would learn that Michael Grade, controller of BBC One, and Jonathan Powell, the BBC's head of drama, were unhappy with the direction the series is taking. Not just the violence, Grade would show concern over the cost and the falling viewing figures. Plans for the next season would be put on hold. Fans are under the impression that this is a near cancellation of the series. They will be further disappointed by the story Time Lash, even as it boasts one of the most visually arresting villains of the 80s, the Borad. Yet the season closes strongly with revelation of the Daleks. The Doctor will thwart Davros. The ending of the story is changed, ending with a freeze frame. As of now, the future of Doctor Who is unknown. This is the second gap in the broadcasting of Colin Baker's Doctor. A post-regeneration story to close season 21 left the viewer with a long gap before the taste of a bad story could be cleansed. Now a near 18-month gap will do nothing but hurt the viewership of the series. For season 23, the episode length will be shortened to the old 25-minute format. This season runs just half the running time as JNT's very first season, season 18. An already strained relationship between Eric Sayward and John Nathan Turner was only made more complicated with rewrites and script rejections. Colin Baker's Doctor will return on September 6, 1986, in the 14-episode, season-long Trial of a Time Lord. The courtroom will be presided over by the Inquisitor. The prosecutor is the mysterious Valiant. Evidence is relayed to the court as projections from the Matrix. The first story presented as evidence is The Mysterious Planet. The Mysterious Planet is written by Robert Holmes. Here we see another end of the Earth story, this time after the end. The local villains provide an obstacle for the Doctor, though the real villains may be the Time Lords. The next journey used as evidence against the Doctor is Mind Warp. Syl returns, and Perry meets a sad ending on Thoris Beta. All the while as Brian Blessed dominates every scene he is in, with or without the Doctor. The third segment of evidence is Terror of the Vervoids. This is in the Doctor's future, and with the assistance of a new companion, Mel, a computer programmer and a fitness fanatic. In this tale, the Valeyard's charges are upgraded to the genocide of the Vervoid species. The two-part finale was to be written by Robert Holmes, but he would pass before finishing. Eric Sayward would finish the script, yet would withdraw it following an argument with John Nathan Turner. Pip and Jane Baker were hastily recruited to finish the production, now known as The Ultimate Foe. With all this behind-the-scenes drama, the final was a confusing mess. The Master gains control of the Matrix, and the Valeyard is exposed as a future evil version of the Doctor. The Doctor will decline the presidency of the Time Lords and leave with Mel, someone he has technically yet to meet. Sadly, JNT would inform Colin Baker that his contract was not being renewed and his time as the Doctor was finished. As a Doctor, Colin Baker was defeated not by an alien or his fellow Time Lords, but by Michael Grade and the BBC. I believe that Colin Baker should be thought of as a better Doctor in the eyes of fandom than he was allowed to be. Yes, he will be redeemed in the novels and Big Finish. The Sixth Doctor is curly, colorful, sometimes coarse, and wears a cat pin, though mostly he was cheated in his opportunity to be his Doctor. Post note, Colin Baker wears 7 different cat pins, one for each of the time zones he appears in. Please check out my video on Colin's cat pins. Good night.
Today, we're downtown with the bookmobile, and I'd like you to always remember, a child cannot have a favorite book if they do not have one. Give a child a book today.